Today, we will embark together on a journey into the intriguing world of the sacred and forbidden rituals documented in the Clavicle of Solomon. This ancient manuscript, credited to the legendary King Solomon, contains a wealth of esoteric knowledge and magical practices that have dazzled scholars and the curious for centuries. For many, it represents a gateway to the mystical world, an invitation to explore the unknown. Imagine living in an ancient time, where mystery and magic permeated the air, where the answers to life's deepest questions were hidden in ancient texts and well-kept secrets. King Solomon, known for his unparalleled wisdom, supposedly compiled these secrets into a manuscript that would become a reference for magicians and occultists for generations. This book is the Clavicle of Solomon, often referred to as the Key of Solomon. The Clavicle of Solomon is not just a book of spells, but a meticulous guide for invoking higher forces, both benevolent and malevolent. It details the necessary materials, sacred diagrams, rituals to be followed, and even the propitious astrological moments to perform these rituals. It was believed that those who followed these instructions to the letter could channel supernatural powers, invoke angels and demons, and gain wisdom and knowledge beyond common human understanding. One of the central points in the Clavicle of Solomon is the precision and reverence with which the rituals are executed. Every detail, from the practitioner's garments to the preparation of the incense, is defined with rigor. Mathematics and sacred geometry also play a crucial role, with complex figures and sigils that must be drawn with precision. These symbols are not merely decorative, they were believed to possess their own power, serving as channels for the invoked energies. A fascinating feature of this manuscript is its dual nature. It combines sacred rituals intended to invoke divine protection and angels, with darker and more dangerous procedures to summon demons and control malevolent forces. This duality reflects the Renaissance view of a balanced universe where good and evil coexist and are necessary for harmony and spiritual learning. Now, let's dive into some of the rituals described in the Clavicle of Solomon, starting with those intended for angelic invocation. Angelic invocation is seen as a way to connect directly with the divine, seeking guidance, protection, and blessings. These rituals often involve long prayers, written in sacred languages, and the creation of environments purified by incense and candlelight. For example, one of the most revered rituals is the invocation of Archangel Michael. Known as God's warrior, Michael is invoked for protection against evil and to help fulfill the divine will. The ritual begins with meticulous preparation. A sacred space must be created, free of impurities and negativity. The practitioner must fast and purify themselves in body and soul, wearing pure white robes. The environment must be lit by pure wax candles, and the incense used must be composed of specific ingredients mentioned in the manuscript, such as frankincense and myrrh. The practitioner draws a magic circle on the ground with chalk or charcoal, within which specific sigils representing angelic authority must be drawn. The invocation begins with a series of prayers and hymns, many of which are written in Hebrew, the considered sacred language. During the invocation, the practitioner must maintain a pure heart and a focused mind. If successful, the presence of the archangel is felt, and in some accounts, even visibly manifested. The presence brings a sense of peace and protection, confirming that the ritual was performed correctly. In contrast to these devotional practices, the Clavicle of Solomon also details darker rituals, those intended for the invocation of demonic entities. One such ritual is the invocation of Asmodeus, known in Judaic and Christian tradition as one of the kings of demons. The preparation for this type of invocation is equally rigorous, but the environment and atmosphere created are radically different. The practitioner must draw a magic circle, which now includes symbols of protection against malevolent forces, such as the pentagram of Solomon. The magician's robes are black, symbolizing the dark nature of the ritual. The incense used is denser and more pungent, with ingredients like black frankincense and opium. During the invocation, chants and conjurations are recited, some in languages dating back to prehistoric times. The presence of Asmodeus, if successfully invoked, is distinct from that of the angels. There are reports of a heavy atmosphere, a sense of an impending storm, and physical manifestations like shadows and murmurs. The purpose of these invocations can vary, from the desire to acquire occult knowledge to the fulfillment of earthly desires. However, the Clavicle of Solomon always warns of the dangers and consequences of dealing with demonic forces, emphasizing the need for total control and preparation of the practitioner. Exploring the Clavicle of Solomon is entering a world where the esoteric and exoteric meet, where the pursuit of knowledge goes beyond the tangible and rational. By studying and perhaps practicing the described rituals, a broader understanding of one's own limits and our connection with the divine and the unknown emerges. It is a path filled with risks, but also with invaluable spiritual rewards. We conclude our journey today with a profound understanding that both light and shadows are part of the human and spiritual experience. Whether following the paths of angels or facing the challenges of demons, what truly matters is the intention and preparation with which we approach these sacred and forbidden rituals. I deeply thank each one of you who accompanied me on this mystical journey, and hope you found inspiration and reflection in our explorations. Take care, and may ancestral wisdom always guide us.